How is mouth breathing harming you? Every day, millions unknowingly risk their health just by the way they breathe. It might seem harmless. Mouth breathing can significantly impact your physical and mental health. Today, we're going to talk about the dangers behind this common habit. Breathing through your nose warms, filters, humidifies the air you breathe, and increases the nitric oxide CO2 exchange, meaning you get more oxygen to your brain. Mouth breathing bypasses all your natural defenses, leading to several health issues. Mouth breathing can lead to dry mouth, increased dental problems, poor quality sleep, and even affect facial development in children. You can see here the difference between someone who grows up as a nasal breather and someone who grows up as a mouth breather. I was a chronic mouth breather, so I know what it's like to not be able to breathe through your nose. You can transform your health by changing your breathing habits. The good news is it's never too late to change. And here are some simple techniques you can use to switch from nasal breathing to mouth breathing. You can start with nasal hygiene. How are you blowing your nose, cleaning out your nose? You can use saline, you can use clear drops, you can use nasal spray, anything to blow your nose. You can just use a warm wash rag on your nose to help clean your nose. When we nasal breathe, the cilia and the mucous membranes trap all of the things that we're breathing in. When it passes through the nose before it reaches the lungs, especially in cooler climates, it warms the air before it gets to your lungs. We have more nitric oxide production. The nasal cavities produce nitric oxide when we breathe through our nose, which is a critical component that increases the blood flow and enhances the oxygen delivery not only to your lungs, but also throughout your body, including your brain. This has a significant role in your body's immune response. When you get more oxygen uptake, it actually helps increase oxygen absorption when you breathe through your nose. You use your diaphragm to breathe. It breathes your chest when you mouth breathe. When you use your diaphragm, it's more efficient for oxygen exchange. Also, when you slow down your breathing, it helps promote relaxation. When you mouth breathe, you have more pollutants and allergies that get into your lungs and increases your chance of asthma and allergic reaction. When that cool, dry air enters into your lungs, it can aggravate asthma and increase your susceptibility to getting colds. When you breathe through your mouth, it actually lowers the oxygen saturation in your blood, which can reduce your energy levels. It also puts a burden on your immune system. Children who breathe through their mouth have a strong tendency to have cognitive disorders, be diagnosed with ADHD, wet the bed, have concentration problems, and not being able to focus. If your kids are having any of these symptoms, they're sleep deprived. My daughter suffered from bedwetting that they said she would outgrow, but she didn't outgrow it, and it all had to do with how she was breathing. I had no idea. Dr. Kevin Boyd, who is a pediatric dentist in Chicago, talks about the craniofacial respiratory complex. It actually changes the way our children grow and develop when they breathe through their mouth. Their tongue is down. Thousands of kids will require orthodontic treatment 3 to 6 years old because they're breathing through their mouth. It can also stem from sucking habits, sucking your thumb, sucking your fingers, sucking on your lips. It can create malaligned teeth, crooked teeth. ADHD and sleep disorder breathing have been researched, and it's shown that when kids are not sleeping, it increases their chance of being diagnosed with ADHD. And sometimes they don't even have ADHD. They just are not breathing and they're not sleeping. I wanted to make sure that that wasn't happening before I put my daughter on ADHD medications. And it worked for us just by changing how she breathes. Mouth breathers are definitely more susceptible to being sick and having illnesses. It also adds to poor quality sleep. When you're not sleeping and you're getting kicked out of your circadian rhythm, you're not resting and repairing your body. It's often associated with snoring, clenching, grinding, sleep apnea, and bedwetting. It also increases your risk of cardiovascular disease because it increases your blood pressure. It also increases your cortisol, which can increase weight and increase fat in your middle section. It also increases your cravings for dopamine, caffeine, and sugar. Nose breathing protects your respiratory system and increases your overall health and wellness, while mouth breathing increase health challenges and increase cavities, gum disease, and compromise your respiratory health. There is a huge difference between mouth breathing and nasal breathing. Nasal breathing not only helps you live better, it helps you sleep better and harnesses the full benefits of your respiratory and immune system. So how do you know how you're breathing? A simple way to see how you breathe is to take a sip of water and hold it in your mouth for 3 minutes. Not holding your breath, just holding the water and breathing through your nose. Most of us are unaware of how we breathe. So test to see, are you mouth breathing or are you nose breathing? Are you having any of these symptoms? Are you or a loved one snoring, clenching, grinding, waking up in the middle of the night, getting up to go to the bathroom, grabbing a drink of water? If you think you're having any of these symptoms, go ahead and click the link below and schedule a 15-minute free call. If you can't breathe through your nose while you're holding that water in, there might be a problem with your nose and being able to breathe. Even though we can breathe through our mouth, we shouldn't. You're not as healthy as you think you are if you're breathing through your mouth. Go ahead and give it a try. How are you breathing? Mouth or nose? If this was helpful, please share. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time.